right, folks, we're going to make oven roasted pulled pork. It's going to look yummy like this when it's done. It's not hard to do, it just takes some time. I used an electric oven. You can use a gas oven or whatever. You're going to need a pork shoulder or a pork butt. You can either buy some coleslaw or make it, and you want some potato buns. I got a little pork shoulder here. It was like $7, wasn't bad. Gonna need something to roast it in. I'm using a casserole dish here. First thing we're gonna do is make some rub for that piece of meat. And to do that, we're gonna need some spices. And we're gonna use these. We're gonna use some garlic powder, some onion powder, black pepper, smoked paprika, chili powder, and you just put it in a bowl and mix it up and put some salt in there as well. Key ingredient you're going to need here is some mustard. You're going to take that mustard and we're going to slather it all over our pork shoulder. We're just going to massage it in good. We want something to hold those dry ingredients onto that piece of meat while it's roasting in the oven. So what we did here is we just put some yellow mustard on it, slathered it on, and then we're going to just sprinkle our rub all over it. We're going to make sure we cover all sides of the piece of meat. Do the ends as well. Pat it on good, and when you think you've got enough on there, put a bit more on. Pat it on really good, because what's going to happen is those dry ingredients are going to become your crust, and they're going to kind of act like your burnt ends. It's going to add a lot of flavor, and they're just going to be really, really tasty. So don't skimp on that. When you get it done, it should look something similar to this. This is ready for the oven, except for one thing. We're going to put a secret ingredient in here. And that secret ingredient is, drum roll, liquid smoke. You take some liquid smoke, about a capful or so, and about a half a cup of water, and you're gonna mix it into the water, and then you're gonna pour that into your pan with the meat in it, and cover it with a piece of aluminum foil before we put it in the oven. Something like that. Now here's the hard part. You're gonna have to bake this overnight. At least 12 hours at 250 degrees. Low and slow is best. And when you get done, that's what it looks like. That's taken out. I put that in at 9 o'clock at night, took it out 9 in the morning. It's so tender that the bone just falls right out. That's the bone, the shoulder bone there. I happen to have a pair of claws to rip the meat apart, but you can use anything. You can use a fork, a knife, whatever. I use these claws because I've done pulled pork before, and these things really do make it easy to do. It just pulls apart. After being baked for 12 hours, it just falls apart tender. So what you see here is, well, I'm just pulling it apart. I threw it into all the juices that came off of it. Threw those in there as well, and I'm just putting it together, kind of mixing it up some. Get it nice. That's what it looks like in the end. Ready to go on the thing. But first we got to make some slaw. So I just made a basic slaw. There's all kinds of different recipes for slaw. You can either buy some at the deli or make yourself. This is some homegrown cabbage we had, a little head in the garden, and a few carrots. Just grated those up. We're going to mix them up in a bowl and throw some Caesar dressing on top of it. You could use Thousand Islands, or let's also make coleslaw dressing. And this, my friends, is what you're after. This gorgeous, gorgeous food porn. This yummy, yummy sandwich. You can eat maybe 100 of these. Me, I'm restricted to 2. So hey folks, if you like this kind of stuff, you can find more of my cooking videos at these locations. And as always, thanks for watching.